Hey guys! Well, today I am preparing to leave. I leave later this week and I'm getting the van packed up. I've got to clean everything really good and load my groceries, fill my tanks, all kinds of stuff before I go. I have a few little projects I still need to finish in here. Things to hang, some organizational things. I'll show you those as we go today. But yeah, it's going to be a busy weekend, but I am so excited. It's been a long journey to get here. What I'm doing is I'm going to be heading north up to the Appalachian foothills and then further north from there up into some higher mountains. So I don't know if you noticed it in some of the previous videos that this trim up here didn't look real good. It had a gap here that we just weren't able to get out. And so I took what was left over of this jute rope and hung it up here. And I think it looks a little cleaner than what it did. And you know, even if it's a temporary solution, that was really bugging me, and so I'm glad to have it covered now. The other thing is we hung the rack for the hat and anything else we want to hang on there. These are pretty cool. You can put these down. There's enough hooks here where you can hang at least items on 5 of them, and then they go back in place when you're not using them, and they're decorative. It brings the wood, the natural wood, over to this wall, which I wanted. So there's that. And then over here, we ran into a little problem. We got this little latch, and it was going to hang here so that it could keep this drawer from sliding out when I'm going down the road. And it doesn't really slide out a lot. It just does once in a while, and since I'm going to be on heels, I wasn't sure what to expect from it, so I thought I'd get the latch on there. But I feel really stupid telling you guys this, but I didn't think about the fact that it's closed right now, and there's no room to open it back here. I'd have to drill a hole in the wall or something for it to go into. But the other option would have been to put it here, but I didn't think that looked very good at all. And so we came up with another idea, and I actually like this the best. And actually it was Kevin's idea. And we're going to put it right back here in the cabinet. And we're going to drill a hole that it goes up into, and it'll stop this from coming forward that way. The little things, we're figuring it all out. So the other thing we did is this bungee across here. Hopefully that won't make that noise going down the road. We'll find out. But the main reason I did that was it allows me to kind of use this as a shelf without actually putting a shelf up there, because I didn't really want anything heavy on here that made it feel, I don't know, subconsciously heavy as you're walking in the door, like you have something over you. So you don't even think about it being here. You can set that stuff up on there. Like when I'm traveling, I'll end up with all kinds of probably guidebooks and pamphlets and stuff like that. And that's a perfect spot to kind of have them out and easily accessible. got a delivery. These were supposed to come yesterday, but they were late, and so they actually came to a neighbor's yesterday, and now they're finally to us today. I want to show you guys. You'll be seeing it with me. I have not opened this or tried it yet. This is a toaster, which will work on a little gas. It'll work on a pocket rocket, but I'm going to use it on my gas 1 butane burner, I'm hoping. Probably opening this backwards, I think I am. Has a nice little case. It's from GSI. I like the case. I didn't even know it came with a case. It's tiny. And I believe it's stainless. Yeah, stainless still. Oh, okay. So it just opens just like that and collapses like that. And you set this side down on the burner. Pretend there's a burner there. And so you can see there's like a little screen here. And so you set your toast, your bread, or whatever it is you're toasting on there. And I'll have to try it out to tell you guys if it works good or not. But, so that was a nifty little gadget. Let's hope it works. And a mirror. Let me show you where I'm putting the mirror. Well, first of all, let me see. Right now it looks terrible, but I think there's a plastic film on there. So we'll see how clear it is when I take the plastic film off. Now, what I read in the reviews, is that the film can be hard to get off. And there was all kinds of comments, people saying it was terrible, you couldn't even see any of their scratches. And then other people were going, you gotta take the film off. And yeah, look at that. That's the difference. I can't believe they probably returned it too, thinking that it was like that. Nice. Tiny bit maybe of distortion, or maybe it's just my face. But this is where I'm putting it. And that's one of the reasons it's so small, because it's going on the back side of this here. It's gonna go right there. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna adhere it to the back of this. I just pull it out like this, and then the mirror will be back here. And I'd like to figure out a way to make it kind of detachable, because it has a magnet on the back of this. You can see here the little magnet. And I haven't tried this yet to see how strong the magnet is. But what would be nice is to be able to, if I want, stick it right there. It's not super strong. I wouldn't want to leave it up there. I think it would slide down when driving. But it's adequate for, you know, looking in it and taking my hair and that sort of thing. So this is what I decided to do. I had this extra double-sided 3M tape laying around. It had come with the magnets that I use, and I didn't use it, so now I get to use it. I'm going to attach this soft Velcro to the other side of this so that it can attach to this. And this is the hook portion of the Velcro, and I had this Velcro left over from when I did the screens, and it's got a really strong back on it. And this is the one that I will attach to the back side of this cabinet here. That works pretty good. I think it's sturdy. Let's try this. I'm going to try to be rough with it because I need to know. Whew. That's pretty good. I think it'll hold. we bought these leveling blocks, and they basically stack like Lego style into each other. And I've had them a while, but I've not yet used them, so I'm practicing with them now so that I know how to use them if I need them on my trip. So I have 6 I'm going to lay out here just to practice with. And see how they just kind of stack like this, making a little mountain. I'll do the front.
Stop.
On there? All right. Well, you can see here we didn't have the same number over here, so we just placed it a little further up in front of the tire, and it worked out. So I'm glad to see that they didn't crack or anything, and that's mainly what we were worried about. So the fact that it holds them, and hopefully it'll hold them over several uses, is good. So inspecting them after I pulled the car back off of them, you can see here there's little white areas, but it's still, it's strong. It doesn't show that it's going to crack or anything. Over time, this might weaken. I'll find out just how many uses I can get out of them, I guess. But also, each time I use it, I think what I'll do is make sure to kind of spin it like a different direction, because it's obvious that since it's on this side, it's where the tires are pulling up on it. So next time I use it, I'll just turn it so that these aren't that same direction, and that way maybe I'll get more uses out of them. So it'll be interesting to see how they last. So they come with this carrying case, which is nice, and they don't take up a whole lot of room. They do take up some space. They're called Lynx levelers, and have a nice handle, and if you can't use them as a leveling block, I guess they make a good stool. So I'm about ready. I still have to load in my food, and I want to switch the water tanks out. I will probably in the morning begin lowering the fridge temperature so that it can freeze, because when it's parked here like this, I empty everything out of it and just set it at 50 degrees, both the freezer section and the fridge section, and leave it at that. But when I'm traveling, I bring it down so that I can have frozen items. If I've forgotten anything, well, I'm just gonna have to get it on the road. We'll see. By the time you guys see this video, I will be on my trip, and next week you'll see the first leg of that trip. So I'm heading north up toward the Appalachian foothills to start, and I hope you'll join me. If you aren't subscribed, please consider doing so you don't miss a video. Like this video if you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you on the road.